Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Summit Summer League here on SummitCitySports.com. I am Thad Goff. I got Avery Traylor running the camera, and I beg your pardon, folks, but I'm going to have to take a quick break. Be right back in just a minute here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Folks, we are back. I do apologize for that camera flickering we had earlier. I think we've got it figured out, and we do have a backup plan in place. Meanwhile, we are about to bring you the Summit Summer League, Week 2 of the Summit Summer League. And this game, as you can see on your screen, is between Team Bloom. They are wearing the white uniforms. I think I better switch this because Team Bloom is wearing the white uniforms. Team Pro Cop is the one wearing the black uniforms. So we use green for the team that's not wearing black, so we'll go ahead and switch that. It's Team Bloom wearing the white uniforms, even though we are showing white and green here on our scoreboard. Team Pro Cop wearing the black uniforms, although Team Pro Cop will be considered the home team for this first game. Team Bloom will be here on Court A at the Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana, for each of the first two games. Actually, there's only two games today. One starting here very shortly. It will have a running clock. Let's go ahead and get our clock situated. It will be a running clock. The way it works at the Summit Summer League is they play a 20-minute first half, and technically the second half is 18 minutes, but then they go to an elim ending. Now, if you don't know what an elim ending is, it means you add 7 points to the score of the team that is in the lead, and that would be the target score. So, for instance, let's say in this case Team Bloom were to have 36 points at the end of the second half. the target score at the end of the game would be 42 points. 43 points. So in that case, whoever gets to 43 points is the winner for that game. And it looks like we are just about to get things started. There is a shot clock in these games. It's a 30-second shot clock. Each team will get 2 30-second timeouts per game. Not per half, per game. Bonus kicks in at the 7th team foul in each half. Free throws are shot in their entirety, and just like normal basketball rules, except in the NBA, each player gets 5 personal fouls per game. NBA, of course, you get 6 personal fouls per game before you foul out, and technical fouls do count toward your personal foul total. Team Pro Cop versus Team Deming about to square off. And we're underway. Titus Schultz from Huntington North feeds it over to Wyatt Schroll from Manchester. We got kids from all around northern Indiana. Schroll couldn't hit that shot. Team Deming comes away with it. Some loose dribbling there by Cameron Summers. The whistle came from the other court, so we continue on. Little catch and shoot action, and that 3 is good. Will Starnes from downtown. And on the other end, Team Bloom answers. Team Pro Cop has it back. Check that. Bloom has it back, and that rebound comes down to Sakiah Lewis. My apologies for some confusion there. This is Team Pro Cop who has the basketball. Kick to the corner for Schroll. Wyatt Schroll from Manchester. Dishes inside, and the shot is good, and a foul. Sakiah Lewis, the freshman from East Noble. Sakiah Lewis will get 1 free throw. East Noble, I believe, won just 8 games last year as the free throw doesn't fall. That was under head coach Ed Bentley in his first year with the program. Took over kind of close to the start of the season due to unforeseen circumstances. But Ed Bentley's had a great career as a head coach at Angola and, of course, at the college ranks as an assistant coach. That's a catch and shoot for Titus Schultz, and it won't fall. Into the paint. Tough shot. No good. Judah Allen from Bishop Luers, and it's out of bounds. And that ball will go back to Team Pro Cop in the black. Right now I've got a score of, I'll change this, it's 3-2 actually. Left-hander spins out. And back the other way comes Team Bloom. That's out of bounds. Judah Allen will inbound. Gets it to Elliott Cummings from Blackhawk Christian. Pull-up jumper. Starnes left it short. And having to fight for that rebound was Landon Kralis from Warsaw. Schroll going with a quick motor. Gets it over to Kralis. The drive to the basket. McAtee lost it. And Team Bloom will come the other way. Gibson Greaser from Bluffton throws it away, out of bounds. Got practices going on the other courts here. This is Court A here at Parkview Sport 1 Fieldhouse. Court D also has games going on. Tim Atkinson's on the call over there. And they're waiting for the loose ball. That's what the delay is, as Team Pro Cop will take over. Landon Kralis gets the inbound, and here comes Pro Cop. It's a 3-2 score here at the Fieldhouse. Schroll for 3, short. He's been hunting that shot, but hasn't been able to knock it down. That's out of bounds, off of Pro Cop, off of Sakiah Lewis. My apologies, they've changed the scoreboard in here. That's why I've changed it back on my scoreboard. Is that going to count? It is. That was Will Starnes with the bucket from Churubusco. And Starnes' free throw is good. Schultz the feed. Off glass, too strong. Elliott Cummings. Starnes lost the handle and it's out of bounds. Titus Schultz from Huntington North, he's a senior, comes down the floor, and Schultz finds a lane. He attacks and puts it in. Titus Schultz with a nice drive. But back quick comes Team Bloom. The jumper is pure. Elliott Cummings. And back the other way, Kralis double teamed and he finishes. Landon Kralis from Warsaw High School. He had to make about an hour trip to Fort Wayne, Indiana. And that's off the hands of Owen Paulson and out of bounds. No timeout just yet. And my apologies, I thought we had a score of 9-8 because Team Bloom got a free throw earlier after a made basket. But the scoreboard here is showing 9-7, so that's the reason why I've reset things. It is Team Prokop who has the 2-point lead. Delagrange from Woodland swings it out to McCutcheon. Andrew McCutcheon. Tough pass taken away by Prokop. That was Colin McAtee from Heritage. And a foul is called as Carson Waltke from East Noble got bumped. It was before the shot. That basket will not count. Carson Waltke was the leading scorer for East Noble this past year. 15-point per game score. That ball's knocked away right off the inbound. George Pori got his hands on it. Here's Briar Newhart. Couldn't finish. Check that. That's Coonert. Off the hands of Brody Bolin and out of bounds. That's Brody Bolin from Huntington North. There was a kid named Brody Bolin who played football, basketball, and baseball at Norwell. This is a different kid. That was a deep three that just wouldn't fall. Bolin off to Delagrange. George Pori got his feet set. Good job by Jake Stoy staying with him. Leads to the missed shot and a stop for Team Prokop. Good feed, offensive board, Stoy. Stoy trying to find position. Good footwork there in the paint. Creates an extra chance. Kobe Marquardt from Lakewood Park drains the triple. Poked away. That's Waltke. Waltke on the run. And he just flips it in. Great play, Carson Waltke. The East Noble Knights. Pull-up jumper on the other end is good. McCutcheon. Andrew McCutcheon. Smooth stroke. And here comes Jake Stoy. Stoy into the paint. Got a good handle. And just as I say that, he has it knocked out of bounds, and Stoy is the last to touch it. Stoy from Prairie Heights. He is a senior. Clock shows 12:24 and counting. Bolin through traffic, no. Titus Schultz comes down with it. Schultz up ahead. Waltke hanging and scoring. Carson Waltke off the glass. I believe Waltke has 4 points at this point of the game. Here's McCutcheon. McCutcheon puts it on the deck. Pull up Jay. No. And Titus Schultz from Huntington North has the board. Stoy couldn't handle it. And back the other way comes Team Bloom. That's a deep three. Pori gets fouled. Pori was not quite at the volleyball line, but that was still a long-distance three. And Pori's free throw is good. Gets it to 16-10. That's George Pori's first points this game. Pori from Bishop Dwenger High School. Good shooter from the outside, and he drains both free throws. And Team Bloom, check that, he was in the act of shooting a three, so he gets one more. Those are still the rules here, even in Summit Summer League. That'll get you tongue-tied if you say it enough. And Pori goes 3 for 3. Here comes Waltke. Waltke has it blocked. That was off balance. Delagrange guarded it extremely well. He's got Bolin up ahead and swatted. Was that McAtee? No, that was Schultz. Titus Schultz going airborne. The handoff, Pori, extra pass, Delagrange. Pull-up jumper, that was well contested. And that was McAtee defending there. Stoy tried to slip it through to McAtee, but the pass a little long. McAtee kind of got caught in no man's land. And Team Bloom will take over, down only 4. Quick down the floor, Delagrange, the lefty, puts it in. Lefty shot, that is. Lefty layup. Stoy back outside. Waltke sets the screen. Team Bloom has gotten this back down to a 2-point game. Marquardt trying to answer, and he does. Kobe Marquardt from Lakewood Park. Here's Delagrange. Delagrange hands it. This is Pori. Pori trying to spin through. Oh, that was a walk. You could see it from right here. The official who called it was a little further away, but he made the right call. Again, each team gets 2 timeouts per game, not per half, per game. It's not like in college basketball, and even in college basketball, your timeouts don't reset at the end of each half, but you get 4 timeouts in college basketball. That's a good feed inside, and Zakiah Lewis, the East Noble Knight, makes it count. Maddox Baker, that's a deep 3, but it's short. And I think that was Kralis. It was Kralis, and there goes Kralis. Lost it on the way up, and it's out off of him. Not sure if that ball was deflected as Kralis went up. But either way, it's Team Bloom basketball. They trail by 7. Starnes from Churubusco. That's a good, strong pass. Turnaround jumper. Cummings, no. The pass from Starnes is the kind of pass that Norman Dale would love. You remember Norman Dale, the fictional head coach in the movie Hoosiers, played by Gene Hackman. Schroll feeds outside to Lewis. I do not see a number 1 on the Pro Cop roster, so I'm not sure who that is wearing the number 1. Taken away by Team Bloom. Gibson Greaser down the floor, and he gets fouled. Greaser will go to the free throw line. Oh, a little bit short. The keys to just about every level of basketball, you got to make your free throws. 0 for 2. And here comes Schroll. Schroll goes quick, but Team Bloom does a good job getting back on defense. He wanted to shoot it, but the pass long. Kralis couldn't get it. We've got 7:16 left to play. Loose ball poked out. I think it was Schroll who got a hand on it. He's got it right now, and Schroll all the way to the cup. Wyatt Schroll from Manchester. Maddox Baker, the freshman from Huntington North, comes across the timeline, had a man in the corner, and that shot will not crawl home, but a foul is called. As we are inside the 7-minute mark here on court number 2. You have it listed as court 2 there on your live stream. Here at the gym, it's listed as court A. Elliot Cummings at the line, and his free throw is good. Elliot Cummings goes to school right here in Fort Wayne. He's a junior at Black Hawk Christian School under the leadership of head coach Matt Roth. 2 for 2 is Cummings. Wyatt Schroll across the timeline. Gets a screen from Kralis, and this time Kralis makes the catch, missed the shot. Boy, Zakiah Lewis doing good work on that glass. That glass, I beg your pardon. Speaking of work on the glass, that's Schroll. Kralis who puts it home for Prokop. Starnes, loose ball. It's picked up. And a foul is called. Again, my apologies. I don't have a number 1 on the roster for Team Pro Cop. That's the number being worn. So unfortunately, who's this at the free throw line? Your guess is as good as mine. Well, he's on the board. He's 2 for 2. Judah Allen from Bishop Lures comes across the timeline. Nice feed. Nice cut as well. The reverse, too strong. Zakiah Lewis with the rebound. 11-point lead for Team Pro Cop. Ripped away inside the paint. And then poked away from Baker. Or was that Greaser? Might have been Greaser, actually. Tough shot, no good. That is Greaser with the board. Judah Allen going quick. Tried to slip it through traffic, and there was no room there. Here's Kralis. Kralis dishes. Back to Kralis on the block. Kralis makes his turn. Too strong. Elliott Cummings one-on-one and a foul. Zakiah Lewis made a little too much contact. And this is going to mean free throws for Elliott Cummings of Blackhawk Christian. He gets one, and I thought for a second we might have a timeout, but looks like both teams are bringing in subs. Each team gets 2 timeouts per game. It's the way it works here at the Summit Summer League. Cummings 2 for 2. Stoy has it. He gives it off to Carson Waltke. Waltke did good work on the court when he was in before. Stoy one-on-one finds Waltke. He can hit from out there, but not that time. And Team Bloom gets the board, thrown away. Waltke has it. He's double-teamed, though, has it knocked away, but he stays with it. Here's Schultz. The good feed inside, and the basket goes. That was Colin McAtee from Heritage. McCutcheon. DeLagrange fouled by No, he traveled. McAtee was in close, but not enough contact to draw the call. And here comes Stoy the other way. Jake Stoy, a senior from Prairie Heights. Back outside to Schultz. Little no-look pass. That was Waltke. Stoy airmails the 3-ball. Brody Bolin with the board for Team Bloom. Here comes Pori down the floor, a little bit too strong. Waltke makes his move. Extra pass. Stoy sees the baseline and is fouled. That was Pori who got called for the foul. And Stoy will go to the free throw line, senior out of Prairie Heights. We got kids from just about all over Northeast Indiana and some even from North Central Indiana. I mentioned Landon Kralis is from Warsaw. It's about an hour west of here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Technically still on that northeast side if you want to get down to it. Offensive board, Schultz. Cooner couldn't handle it, and it's a second chance. Stoy gets a chance and finishes. Here's Pori with Stoy on him, and Pori gets it across the timeline. DeLagrange lost it off the pick and roll action. Up ahead, Stoy. Stoy couldn't handle it. He steps out. And Team Bloom will take over. I believe it'll be Team Bloom versus Team Deming in our next game. That'll show guys like Paxton Mahler from Homestead and Camden Brooks from Woodland, both sophomores. Brooks was the leading scorer at Woodland last year. Averaged 9.6 points per game, but that's as a freshman. Pori missed the shot, and that is out of bounds. It hit the net, and I think they're going to say that Prokop touched it last. We've got 43 seconds and change. Stolen away. Titus Schultz just picked it off, and Waltke coming for the jam. Carson Waltke from East Noble. McCutcheon on the drive on Waltke. Outside, DeLaGrange puts it on the deck. Missed the jumper. Titus Schultz the board. Marquardt, that's a three if it goes. It doesn't, but Schultz with the putback. Pori down the floor, short, 8 seconds. Prokop has a chance to score here. Here's Waltke. He'll feed it off. Marquardt, step back. Fouled on the three. And I do believe that's going to be the end of the first half. Of course, we are going to have these free throws first. It'll basically be 3 uncontested free throws. Technically, free throws are always uncontested, but nobody around the paint this time as the clock is at 000. Marquardt in and out on his first attempt. He'll get 2 more. Halftime's going to go about 2 minutes. We will go to a break as we get ready for our second half. And Marquardt gets 1 out of 2. Make it 2 out of 3. 19-point lead for Prokop, but in AAU basketball, anything can happen. We are at halftime. It'll be a 2-minute halftime. We'll be right back after this break. This is the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Getting ready to start the second half. It'll be an 18-minute half before we go into our Elam ending. This Team Bloom starts with a basketball with George Pori. Right now, it is, of course, Team Prokop in the lead. McCutcheon, left-hander, is good. That's a good start for Team Bloom. Lewis sets the screen. The kick to Kralis. Kralis wanted to pull up. Now he sets the screen for Polson. 3-ball, too strong, offensive board. That's Kralis trying to go to work, and he lost it, but he was fouled. They're going to say on the shot, it looked like what the signal was. I don't know. It was hard to tell that he was going up for any kind of shot there. But this is Kralis at the line, a little bit long on that first free throw. Clock keeps on running. It is a running clock, and when we get to 000 here in the second half, they'll go to the Elam ending. 0 for 2. That was a good box out there by Keaton DeLaGrange. Here comes McCutcheon. He feeds it inside. Bolin, did he walk? No, he was fouled on the floor. McCutcheon's wide open. Now he'll go baseline, and McCutcheon couldn't squeeze it in. Well, Lewis had it, then had it ripped away, but stolen right back by Kralis. Landon Kralis with a man right on him. It's Bolin, and taken right back That might go too far, and it does. Brody Bolin was ready to get it, but it was just beyond his reach. And Team Pro Cop takes over, up 17, but they're scoreless so far here in the second half. Lewis sets the screen. Kralis into the paint. Extra step, missed it. It crawled right off. That was a bucket waiting to happen. Instead, it's an empty possession. Nothing empty about that possession. McCutcheon finishes. 4-0 run by Team Bloom to start the second half. Nice feed. Lewis, left hand, got it. Zakiah Lewis seems to play really well in the post. How much will that benefit Ed Bentley's East Noble Knights when the high school basketball season gets here? Pori, turnaround shot, and a foul. I thought Lewis got ball first. The call is he got him on the hand, and George Pori from Bishop Dwenger will go to the free throw line. Not sure exactly how tall Zakiah Lewis stands in. Again, he's a freshman. I'm going to guess 6'4". Meanwhile, Team Bloom has now outscored Team Pro Cop 6-2 here in the second half. Pro Cop had a 19-point lead at the break. And again, we'll go to an Elam ending behind the back and out of bounds. Schroll was trying to hit Kralis, and he threw it right behind him. And luckily, there's no games going on those courts behind Court A here. There are some kids practicing. There's Court B right behind Court A, and then on the other side of Court B, you guessed it, it's Court C. Nice cut. Pori into the paint is fouled. That's on Lewis. George Pori right back to the free throw line. When you start the second half down 19, every time you cut into the deficit, makes the game look interesting. Got them both, and we got a 13-point game. Paulson, that's a foul. Kralis will inbound. Drive. That shot is good. And again, my apologies. I do not have a number one on my roster for Team Pro Cop. So my apologies for that. But it is second bucket of this half for Pro Cop. Tough shot. Wouldn't spin home for Bolin, but a foul. Team Bloom starting to get up there in the foul count. Rather, Team Pro Cop is, as Bolin goes to the free throw line. Plays at Huntington North. Couldn't hit that first free throw, and now we'll get some substitutions. Titus Schultz back in for Team Pro Cop. Maddox Baker back in for Team Bloom, among several other changes. Bolin gets his second free throw. It's a 14-point game. Again, Team Pro Cop had a 19-point lead at halftime. And I believe that's 4 straight possessions that Team Bloom has scored on. Good feed inside to Jake Stoy. He makes his move, but missed. He got his own rebound, so a second chance. But that looked for all the world like that ball should have gone in. Here's Waltke. Waltke down the baseline. Makes it count. Nice move to the basket by Waltke. He is a multifaceted ball player. He can score on the baseline, can score against a double team, can score from the wing. And that jumper falls for Judah Allen. Jake Stoy coming down the floor. Carson Waltke had 12 points in the Week 1 game for Team Pro Cop as the feed goes outside to Waltke. Waltke fakes, Has to dish it outside. That was a smart play. Schultz, a deep triple. That's the first 3 this half for Team Prokop. Maddox Baker gets the screen from Starnes. Allen. Stolen away. Nobody there. It's Waltke. 2-on-3. Waltke off glass and in. Outnumbered, no problem. Carson Waltke. Here's Baker. He goes outside to Cummings. Cummings on the drive, flips it up and draws the foul. Waltke is going to be called for it. He was pleading his case for a split second there. But, you rarely ever win those arguments against the referee. And Cummings will get his first. He will also get his second. A 17-point lead. We are just at the 10-minute mark. Trying to keep my clock as accurate with the clock on the board as possible. I might be a few seconds off, but right about in the ballpark. Schultz with the basket. Titus Schultz from Huntington North. And back the other way will come Judah Allen from Bishop Luers. Starnes looking for room down that baseline. He has it blocked. He got it back, but it was McAtee who blocked it. Cummings in and out on the 3-ball. Schultz with a high dribble, taking it to the cup, and he scores. That was a fearless drive by Titus Schultz. And then Greaser was dribbling through traffic. It's knocked away. That was Waltke, and here comes Stoy with a left-hander, no good. Allen flips it down the floor. Greaser trying to work his way around, and he swings it out to Cummings. Cummings had it poked out. Waltke got a hand on it. He's got the ball. Here comes Schultz, and he'll put it in. Lob down the floor, wide open. Cummings, just wait on it, young man. Titus Schultz back the other way. He'll step back for 3, short. 8:38 left. Starnes finds his man. Cummings, not a lot of room. Finds Starnes. No good. Schultz there for the board. Little no-look pass. Stoy has an alley, but can't finish. Judah Allen, with the ball. Nice job to get around Waltke. Starnes got his man up, but it's blocked. Starnes sticks with it. Allen. Yes, that's a 3-ball. Judah Allen from Luers. Stoy. No-look pass. Who touched that last? They're going to say that Prokop did, it looks like. Waltke took a brief moment to plead his case. Looked like he was just kind of rubbing one hand on the other as if to say, hey, it's out on them, but that didn't last very long. Can you blame him for trying? Here's Pori, gets the screen. Pori met by Schroll. Andrew McCutcheon, not to be confused with Major League Baseball's Andrew McCutcheon. Loose ball, that's going to be out on Bloom. And Prokop will take over as Kralis gets ready to inbound. A couple of wholesale substitutions on both sides. Oh, Kralis just got across the timeline. He attacks, has it blocked, but the putback goes. Landon Kralis. Extra pass, Delagrange on the deck, loose ball. Out of bounds, going the other way. Inside 7 minutes. High off the glass, too strong, and I believe that's going to be out on Bloom. That is the call. Brody Bolin got a hand on it, and now Kralis gets ready to inbound. Kralis fires into Schroll. Thought about the 3. Loose ball. Kralis able to stay with it. Kralis on the attack. And I think he drew the foul. Looked like that was in the act of shooting. So that would mean that they're going to say not in the act of shooting. It will be a foul on Team Bloom. I tell you what, he had Zakiah Lewis out to his left. Schroll feeds it inside. Tough catch, Kralis. Excellent finish by Kralis on the block. McCutcheon, the blow-by and the bucket. Schroll out in the corner. Gets it to Polson as he cuts to the cup. Missed the shot. McCutcheon going quick. He pulls up for three. It won't go. Be careful where you're running there. Some kids running behind that baseline. Wyatt Schroll from downtown. That's short. George Pori coming the other way. Pori fights off the contact. Count the basket. And George Pori will go to the stripe to try to make this a three-point play. He does. Schroll feeds inside. Tough shot, Kralis. Landon Kralis. Pori zips it off. That three is too strong, and Lewis right there for the rebound. Lewis just used his height to get that board. Kralis sticking with it. He's got the board, not the bucket. Good effort by Lewis, but Bloom comes away with it. That was Delagrange who came away with it. And Pori from downtown. You've seen him do that at Bishop Dwenger more than a time or two. Loose ball. Out of bounds. Brian Kunert from Churubusco stepped out, and no timeout. We're going to have substitutions. It will be Team Bloom basketball as the inbound goes to Judah Allen. Waltke knocks it away and stays in bounds. Here he comes, and he flips it in. Look out if you get in Carson Waltke's way. Starnes, miscommunication, that's out of bounds. $18-point lead for Team Prokop. They've got the ball with the clock showing 3 minutes. Now, of course, we do have the Elam ending. Titus Schultz for three, short. Maddox Baker pulls down the board. Baker behind the back. Baker knocked away. Here's Jake Stoy. Zips it outside and stolen away by Cummings. That was like a pick on the sideline by a safety. Cummings wanted to shoot the three, chose not to. Out to Allen. Baker's three is short. Marquardt try as he might, couldn't get the board. And it's out of bounds to Team Blue. Again, the way the Elam ending works is whichever team has the higher score, you add 7 points to that score, and that's the target score. That's Waltke, another impressive bucket. So if the score were to finish with Team Prokop in the lead and having 64 points as they have right now, 71 would be the target score. Foul is called. Catch and shoot. Cummings got it. Three ball is good. Jake Stoy into the paint. McAtee got it. And that is a three ball for Colin McAtee from Heritage. McAtee, a junior. Baker going for the blow-by, knocked away, and off of Baker, Jake Stoy forces the turnover. Open man down the floor, catch and shoot three, short. Allen is there for the board. He leaves it off to Cummings, Elliott Cummings from Blackhawk Christian. The feed inside, Allen makes a couple of moves and scores. Right over McAtee. Bloom within 18 points. We're down to 35 seconds. Allen gets the takeaway. Check that, Baker does. Slips it off. Starnes, extra pass. Greaser's three won't fall. Jake Stoy has it for Team Pro Cop. Stoy on the attack. All the way to the cup and in. Cummings drives, contested and fouled. Clock's still running, so it's going to be 2 free throws as soon as this clock runs out. And then we'll go to our Elam ending. One down for Allen. I'll explain what the target score will be in just a minute. Gets them both, so that's 51 for Team Bloom. However, with the Elam ending about to commence, the target score will be 76. You add 7 points on to the score that Team Pro Cop has since they're in the lead. So that adds up to 76. So whoever scores 76 points, even if it were to be Team Bloom in a monster come from behind, whoever gets 76 points would be the winner. So they'll have the tip-off at half court. The clock is no longer a factor. Whoever gets 76 points is the winner, and Team Bloom will have the first crack at the basketball. As Pori zips it inside. Delagrange too strong. Kralis got the board for Team Pro Cop. McAtee in trouble. They're in that coffin corner. Zips it through traffic to Schroll. Schroll pulls up short. Cooner gets the board. Stolen away by Schroll. Behind the back he goes. Too strong, but he's fouled. Wyatt Schroll just made that possession happen for Team Pro Cop. He's a junior at Manchester High School up in North Manchester. And Wyatt will go to the free throw line. Second game expected to start about 7:30. Off the side of the rim. For a second there, I thought that might go over to Logan Traylor. Logan is the organizer of this Summit Summer League tournament. So special thanks to Logan and also to Dan Vance, helping lead this tournament. And Team Pro Cop gets 1 point closer to their target score. They need 6 more points to win. Team Bloom certainly can win, and buckets like that from George Pori can only help. Where they are right now is they would need to score 33 points. Wyatt Schroll gets around Pori, zips it to the corner. Tough shot. Count the basket, Kralis. I tell you what, if you're a Warsaw Tigers fan, you got to like what you've seen from Kralis. He's a junior. He can play the post very well. Right now, I think he's got a little wet spot that he's dealing with there at the timeline. The basket does count, and the officials will call for a towel. And who gets to mop it up? It's Kralis. Hey, congratulations on that and one, son. Now dry up this court. Even if you go over the target score, you still win. Kralis completes the three-point play, so where we are right now, a 3 would win it for Team Pro Cop. 2 two-pointers would do just the same. That 3 is good. Briar Coonert. Lewis able to gather it. That shot is good. And again, my apologies. I don't have a number 1 on my roster for Team Prokop. But Prokop is now 1 point away from victory. So even if they get a 2-point bucket or even a 3-point bucket on this next possession, they will be the winners. Turnaround jumper, McCutcheon in and out. Kralis had it. Battle on the deck. And eventually it's Bolin who puts it in. Bloom not going away just yet. The kick, Schroll, he gets it. There's your ball game. Team Prokop is the winner. Team Prokop takes game 1 here on Court A. Court 2 as you watch it on your live stream. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and recognize Carson Waltke as our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. Waltke had a great game, certainly when it came to shooting and driving the basketball, but also when it came to defense as well. A great rebounding day as well. Carson Waltke, your PSM player of the game for game number 1. Well, this game is done, but the day is not quite done here at the Summit Summer League. This is week 2 of the Summit Summer League. We do have one more game coming up here on Court A, and Team Bloom will stick around and then take on Team Deming, which I believe will start at about 7:30. Let's see how quick they go. We'll go to our next break. I think they'll get some warm-up time first. You're watching the Summit Summer League right here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Well, our next game here at the Summit Summer League is Team Deming versus Team Bloom. I believe Deming will still be the home team. Bloom was the visiting team for our last game, and I believe they'll be the visiting team for this game. So, for Team Deming, they'll feature a few more players from Bishop Luers. Bishop Luers was represented in our first game with Judah Allen. He'll be playing again in our second game. Team Deming will feature Tommy McGuire and Harry Boxberger. You'll also have Montarius Smith from Wayne, Liam Deming from Garrett, a team that Logan Traylor coaches. You'll have Bentley Bolin, a freshman from Huntington North. You'll have Camden Brooks, a sophomore from Woodland, who was the Warriors' leading scorer this past year. Braden Freiberger, also from Huntington North. Paxton Mahler from right here in Fort Wayne. He goes to Homestead. You'll have Cameron Summers from Belmont High School. And you'll have Kingston Galentine from Heritage. I recall Kingston was on the baseball team at Heritage. Heritage team that had a great season, made it to the sectional semifinal against Belmont, had a 4-0 lead, but Belmont erased that lead and won to move on to the sectional championship game, the Braves did. So that was a huge upset for Belmont in sectionals. They got Heritage 2 years in a row in that count. This next game will be Team Deming versus Team Bloom right here on court A, court number 2 as you see it on your live stream. Be right back after this break. You're watching the Summit Summer League here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We're getting close to the start here. Right now it does look like Team Deming is in the white. Of course, we have it as green on our scoreboard, representing the colors of the Summit Summer League, black and green. Team Bloom is in the black, and I'll keep my scoreboard this way for this game, and we are ready to go. 20 minutes on the clock, and we're underway. Tipped right to Maddox Baker, and he cannot finish, but right there for a near putback is Bolin. Bolin gets fouled. The clock did not start, and now it is rolling. Stop my clock so that the gym clock can catch up, but Brody Bolin from Huntington North will go to the free throw line. I got to think that's the brother of Bentley Bolin who plays on Team Deming. Team Bloom gets on the board. In and out. This is Montarius Smith from Wayne High School. Wayne's going to be led by Nick Ankenbrook this year, the new head coach, taking over for Anthony Brewer as Freiberger feeds to the corner. That three is short. And there's McCutcheon from Huntington North who gets the board. McCutcheon looks to attack. Going to work on Kingston Galentine and a foul. So far we're getting a lot of shots from the free throw line. Well, this one will not be on the shot. Speaking of Wayne, they're going to have some talented athletes. That three is good. Maddox Baker. And that's the first field goal of this game. Baker going for the takeaway. He almost got it, and that's a foul on McCutcheon as he came and bumped into Bentley Bolin. Yeah, no knowing how good the Wayne Generals are going to be this year. You never know how good a team's going to be when a new head coach takes over. But I believe Wayne still has a lot of great talent as Bolin gets to the cup. That's Bentley Bolin, the freshman from Huntington North. McCutcheon feeds to Allen, or Baker. Baker hit that 3 moments ago. Starnes from the baseline. Looks to attack. Spinning around. Not a lot of room there. Montarius Smith doesn't give him a lot of height. Baker rattles home a three. That was a long one. That's 2 triples already for Maddox Baker. Tough shot off balance from Bolin. Would not go. Here's Allen down the floor. Had it stolen away. Bentley Bolin, the pickpocket. Spinning in, he lost it. And Brody Bolin comes away with it. To his fellow Viking, Andrew McCutcheon. And Team Bloom is draining their threes. Long pass to the corner. Bolin turns around, no, and there's Brody Bolin to pull it down. The outlet, Greaser, no good. Kingston Galentine from Heritage comes away with the ball. Galentine on the drive, count the basket. Kingston Galentine a chance for 3. And Galentine caps it off. He's got 3 so far. Right now, Galentine's the leading scorer for Team Deming. As McCutcheon puts it on the deck. Off-balance jumper, and McCutcheon knocks it down. Well, I can officially say that's the first 2-point field goal that has gone for Team Blue. Well, crossover, Paxton Mahler goes outside to Bolin. And Bentley Bolin swings it out. Mahler tries the 3 and hits it. threading the needle. Bolin finds Baker. Baker has it knocked away, and Team Deming comes away with it, but Mahler was not ready for it. He had his eyes toward the basket. Not that he was running to score necessarily, but he was running to set up the play. The ball came to him, and he couldn't find it, but Greaser just found 3 points. Gibson Greaser, the junior from Bluffton. Mahler fakes, goes back to Smith. Mahler on the take. Down the floor, no good. McCutcheon coming the other way. McCutcheon short, right against his fellow Viking there, Bentley Bolin. And here's Mahler down the floor. Paxton Mahler puts it in. Mahler, a sophomore out of Homestead High School. And I got to believe that head coach Chris Johnson is pretty excited about having him on his team. Off balance three, no good. Offensive board, McCutcheon. Into the paint, Greaser got it. And Greaser slams into that net. It's well worth it because he scored. Down the baseline, Smith. Montarius Smith. No timeout, just a substitution here. Each team does get 2 timeouts per game. It will be Team Bloom's basketball, but what an impressive shot by Montarius Smith, the freshman from Wayne High School. Now in the game for Team Deming, you got Harry Boxberger and Tommy McGuire, both from Bishop Lures. That was George Pori on the drive. Pori out of Dwenger. Team Deming takes over. And up ahead for the jam. Cameron Summers. Well, Summers coming to an end, but Summers with a great play. Offensive board, Cummings, no. Offensive board, Delagrange. Back outside to Cummings. Catch and shoot 3. No. Allen with the board. Finds his man. It's Pori down low. This is Camden Brooks, the sophomore from Woodland, fouled before the shot. And what you saw there was Camden Brooks seeing an open lane, or a lane that looked to be open, and attacking the glass. Not caring whether he got contacted or not. He did get contacted. Good job of Brooks staying with that play, and the high arcer drops in. Down the floor, Kunert is fouled. Or did he travel? Either that or he stepped out of bounds. Either way, it's going the other way. Team Bloom up by 3. Team Deming with a chance to make it a 1-point game or even a tie game. This is Tommy McGuire, the sophomore from Bishop Lures. How about the motor? Tommy McGuire to the cup. And he is officially on the board. 1-point game. Team Bloom needs an answer, and they will not get it here. That's McGuire who seals the possession for Team Deming. McGuire looking to take it. Knocked away. Little help side defense from Kunert. And here's Pori down the floor. That's traveling. Yeah, he left the floor with the ball and came back down with it. I'm going to adjust my clock here. Somehow my clock has moved about 4 seconds ahead. There we go. I think now we're synced back up. Extra pass. Liam Deming, too strong. And there's Judah Allen with the board for Team Bloom. Feeds it to Delagrange. Delagrange steps outside. Inside 12 minutes to go, and that one's knocked away. Well, shot fake. Elliott Cummings got it. And Team Bloom needed that shot. They're back up 3. Liam Deming comes down the floor. Boxberger looking for help, finds it. McGuire, the sophomore out of Lures. Boxberger's a freshman, also from Lures. That's a deep three, and it goes. My apologies, folks. I did not see the number. That was Cameron Summers who hit the three. Tie ball game. That goes past Judah Allen, and now Team Deming has a chance to take the lead. Ooh, that looked like traveling. I thought they were going to get Deming there. They did not. Inside to Brooks. Little no-look pass, and McGuire is fouled. And Tommy McGuire will go to the free throw line. McGuire couldn't hit the first one. He's on the board for this game with a 2-point field goal. He's a sophomore at Bishop Lures. By the way, a lot of local high schools starting school this week. I know Concordia High School started this week. He went 0 for 2 there. And if Columbia City didn't start this week, they're very close to starting. Cummings blocked! Cameron Summers. And he just got a possession back for Team Deming. At least I think he did. We're going to have our substitution here. Braden Freiberger from Huntington North checks back in, along with Paxton Mahler. Mahler gets his screen. Backs it out. Has a man on the inside. Bolin, loose ball taken away. Greaser had it knocked away from behind. I think that was Mahler who caused the takeaway. Freiberger looking for help. There is no help there, and it's a turnover. Andrew McCutcheon takes it away from his fellow Viking. Slips it inside, off balance, too strong from Starnes. Crossover, Freiberger to the basket. And Team Deming takes the lead. Braden Freiberger. Not sure if they forgot the inbound or what happened there. You have to inbound the ball after every made basket. Baker brings it outside. Bolin. Nice move, got it to go, and we're tied. Long pass down the floor, and a foul is called as Bentley Bolin, or did he lose the basketball? Ball did go loose, but it's off of Team Bloom, so Deming will keep it. Inbound to Bolin. He'll fire. Short. Offensive board. Smith. Montarius Smith off the glass. Starnes from Churubusco using the screen. Smith hounded him, and he's got the takeaway. 1-on-2. Left it short, but Smith is fouled. That was absolute fearlessness from Montarius Smith. He's a freshman. And I tell you what, if you're a Wayne General fan, you love the hustle that Montarius has shown so far in this game. They got a new head coach, Nick Ankenbrook. Of course, Nick Ankenbrook's been around the block. Former assistant coach at Homestead. And I do believe he'll have some talent coming back this year, including the Eldridge brothers, Tyree and Javante. Unfortunately, Smith does go 0 for 2 from that free throw line. It was only a couple of years ago that the Wayne Generals had won a third straight SAC championship. It's only 3 years ago that they won a second straight regional championship. Now, who knows if they'll be that good this year? Maybe they will. But I think it's safe to say the Wayne Generals will have a good basketball team when the winter sports season comes. As Brody Bolin draws the foul on the inside, he'll go to the charity stripe. The Huntington North kids that we've seen today have looked pretty good, including Brody Bolin. He's got his first one, and we got a 1-point game. Could not get the second. That was Galentine with a rebound, and Galentine goes all the way down the floor. Kingston Galentine from Heritage High School in Monroeville. Almost like he ran all the way from there to here. Baker takes it around the back pass, and they work it outside to Greaser. Well, they got a great look, but no cigar. Freiberger pulls up for three. Short, and Bolin wins it over his own teammate, Will Starnes. That's taken away. Bentley Bolin. Back to Freiberger. Freiberger slows down, finds Smith. Well, two-man game, and Freiberger puts it in. That three comes up short. Smith has it knocked away, saves it. Pull up three, Bolin, no. Stolen right back. This is Bolin. He slips it inside. And Freiberger with an easy deuce. And we're going to have our next substitution. As I have it, Team Deming has their largest lead of this game. I've got it as 31-24. Scoreboard still shows 29. Keep an eye on that. Cummings with a jumper. That's no good. Allen off glass and fouled. Well, I'm going to reset my scoreboard just to keep it even with what they have here at the gym, but I'm pretty sure that Team Deming has 31. As Allen hits that first free throw. Can't get the second. Summers looking for help. Lobs inside. And here comes Team Bloom the other way. Allen back to Cummings. All wide open. Delagrange waits it out. Missed the three. Offensive board. Cooner able to put it home. Brooks hands it. Pull-up jumper comes up short from McGuire. And as the scoreboard here has it, Bloom is looking to tie or take the lead, but they'll do neither. McGuire with the takeaway. Double team comes. Boy, I'm not sure how Summers got out of that trap. We get a foul. We're inside 3 minutes to play here in half number one. First half is 20 minutes. Second half is technically 18 minutes. That's what they put on the clock. And when the 18 minutes is up, that's when you go to the Elam ending. As Tommy McGuire connects on the first free throw. That's a point that Team Deming needed. McGuire had gone 0 for 2 on his last two free throw attempts. But he is 2 for 2 this time. Allen, they get it back to Pori. His three is short. Team Deming comes away with it. That rebound by Liam Deming and a takeaway by Briar Coonert. Here's Pori down the floor. Blocked. Cameron Summers getting up to block it. Taken away. That's Summers. Summers to the basket. He scores and gets fouled. Or was he fouled before the shot? I think he was fouled before the shot, so the basket doesn't count. Second one doesn't go either. DeLaGrange has a man hounding him. He finds Allen. Judah Allen zips it outside. Pull up three. Cummings drains it. Elliott Cummings. They've changed the scoreboard to show 32 points for Team Deming. Not quite sure where that 1 point came from. Brooks with a turnaround, too strong. But as it is, Team Bloom has a chance to tie this game or take the lead with a three. 34 seconds. Pull-up jumper. Pori drains it. And as it is, the game is tied. That pass a little bit too high. Who's it off of? They're going to say off of Team Bloom, and Deming will keep the ball, but there's 12 seconds on the clock. They got to get this ball in. This is a running clock. Long inbound, goes to Summers, 5 on the clock. Summers pulls up and hits a three. And that will drain the clock. Cam Summers with the three ball. And that takes us to halftime here at the Summit Summer League, game number 2. And we'll be right back after this. You're watching the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
So I tell the truth all the time, ain't got no sympathy for no. I admit that I'm rich and I'm lit. Jumping up on stages, I get 200 occasions, but I ain't really the game up. We make sure they trap down. They see how I made it, I'm the reason they won't rap now. See me out in traffic, make a hater pull his head down. Biggie's OG salute me, a stylist can't even style me. The robbers probably wanna get me on hopping out Lamborghinis. The Yankees turn in my city, they try me, I get it cracked. Some of this still would happen if I never started rapping. My people don't stay.
We're getting ready for half number 2 here at the Summit Summer League. This is game number 2. Right now it's Team Deming with the lead over Team Bloom. And we'll go ahead and reset our clock. 18 minutes on the clock. It will be a running clock. And it looks like Team Bloom will have the basketball to start. George Pori across the timeline. He gets the screen from Cummings. Pori pulls up. Missed the three. Looked like some contact, and despite his efforts, Allen could not save it. Montarius Smith comes across the timeline. Step back three. Freiberger, no. And that is Briar Kunert who comes up with the ball. Here's Pori the other way. Feeds it to the corner. Allen back outside. Pori's three over the backboard. That's out of bounds. Team Deming takes over less than a minute in, and that's miscommunication. Smith was trying to get it to Mailer. My apologies, I had said Mahler earlier in the broadcast. I've been told that it's actually pronounced Mailer, as Kunert misses off the glass, and back the other way comes Team Deming. This is Galentine, and Galentine with a flush. Pori comes the other way. Wide open man, Elliott Cummings for three. And a much needed three for Team Bloom. They've been held scoreless so far this half until that triple. Montarius Smith hands that one off to Mailer. And Mailer's three is good. Paxton Mailer answers on the other end. I believe that's his second three of the game. A little shot fake inside. Cummings draws the foul. And that free throw rims out for Cummings. Got to get one of these. He does, and we got a 4-point ball game. Elliot Cummings from Blackhawk Christian School. Blackhawk Christians won 3 state championships in boys basketball as Mailer hits another 3. Cummings on the attack. Little Euro step. Will they count it? I don't think so. But Cummings is going to get a trip to the free throw line. Check that. They did count it. So 43-38. And Cummings does complete the 3-point play. McCutcheon goes outside. Galentine on the attack. Spins in the paint. It's blocked. Right out to Montarius Smith, and his 3 is good. Nothing but net, Montarius Smith. He's got at least 5 points for this game as Allen feeds it inside. Smith almost got a takeaway. Allen, corner 3, short. Offensive board. Delagrange couldn't finish. Allen had a chance. Now he's got it. He feeds Delagrange, and that was blocked, but Delagrange was fouled. We're going to have substitutions here as Delagrange gets to shoot his free throws. Chance to get Team Bloom back within 2 scores. Either team's been ahead double digits in this game. Oh, Delagrange short on that free throw. He's a senior out of Woodland High School. Got neither of them to go. As Camden Brooks gets the rebound, and that whistle did come from this court. The ball got rimmed, so I'm not really sure what the whistle's for. And interesting that you got one Woodland player on Team Deming and another one on Team Bloom, but that's kind of how it is at the Summit Summer League as the basket goes for Cameron Summers. I've got Summers for 5 points right now. Might actually have 7. Tough shot from Bolin, wouldn't fall. Cameron Summers the other way. He spins it in. Cameron Summers from Heritage, and now Deming has an 11-point lead. First double-digit lead for either team in this game. Here's Andrew McCutcheon. He'll step into a 3, too strong. Baker tries, he might, couldn't keep it alive, and it's Harry Boxberger who comes away with it. Whistle did not come from this floor. Here's Brooks. Brooks dishes outside. Deming, double team. And that's going to be a jump ball. We're inside 12 minutes, and of course you do have the Elam ending. Blocked from behind. That was Brody Bolin. It's out of bounds off of Bloom. So Deming keeps the basketball, and Brooks right off the inbound scores. The sophomore from Woodland. And you wonder what we're going to see from him his next 3 years of high school basketball. Bolin, the fake. Missed it, but a foul. Brooks averaged 9.6 points per game as a freshman last year for the Woodland Warriors. Again, that's as a freshman. Of course, this event, Summit Summer League, is run by Logan Traylor, but we've got another guy who runs some AAU basketball in this area. Todd Hensley is in the building, and it looks like he's doing some basketball training there on Court B. As Brody Bolin goes 2 for 2 from the line. McGuire looks to attack, does not have a lot of room. Summers to the cup. Will they count it? Yes, and a foul. Cam Summers at the free throw line. Will not get the three-point play, and that's Will Starnes from Churubusco who has the ball. Out to Baker. Baker had Tommy McGuire on him. McCutcheon outside, that's Bolin. Brody Bolin spinning around. Well, shot fake. McCutcheon got his own miss and got his putback. But right back the other way comes Harry Boxberger for the reverse. Freshman from Bishop Lures. That three will not fall. Stolen away, McCutcheon. McCutcheon slips it in. Left-hander goes. Gibson Greaser. And that should put it back at single digits. They've reset the scoreboard here. Now shows 52-45 as the correct score. So we had the 45 correct on the Team Bloom side. Now we've got it at 52, which is in agreement with the scoreboard. That three is good. Team Deming gets a triple from Braden Freiberger, who steals it away. Freiberger coming down the floor, looking to finish, and he does! Freiberger an and one chance. Eight and a half to go here in half number two. Of course, they have the Elam ending as soon as half number two gets done. Freiberger has at least 10 points for this game. He's had a good ball game. Catch and shoot three on its way. That won't fall. And it's out of bounds. Team Deming takes over. Bolin sets the screen, pull up three, short. Here comes Cummings. Cummings, tough shot, won't go. Cummings puts it back, no. Delagrange gets the putback. Keaton Delagrange, senior out of Woodland. The lob inside, Freiberger couldn't catch it, that's out of bounds. That hit the net. Team Bloom takes over. Outside to Cummings. Cummings steps into a three. No. That's chased down by Galentine. Kingston Galentine, the sophomore from Heritage High School over in Monroeville. Part of the East Allen County Schools District. Bolin wanted to pull up for three. He spins in. This is outside to Montarius Smith. Galentine zips it over. Freiberger finds his man. Inside 7 minutes to go and taken away. George Pori with the pit pocket, and that looked like it was going to be off Pori. Instead, it's called out of bounds off of Team Deming. Knocked away and stolen. But taken right back by Team Bloom, and the basket goes. Here's Bolin, Bentley Bolin out of Huntington North. He's a freshman. Gets a screen from Smith. Bolin on the drive, double teamed. To the corner, catch and shoot. It's short. Elliott Cummings with the board. Traveling is the call. That was about to be Team Bloom basketball, and now it's going back to Team Deming. Inside 6 minutes to go. Team Deming with a 10-point lead. Here's Monty Smith. Montarius Smith. Not long ago, Wayne had a player named Monty Smith. As another takeaway for Team Bloom, here comes Cummings. 1-on-2. Cummings! Oh, it crawls right off. That would have been an impressive make had it gone. And Freiberger's right there for the board. Freiberger on the deck. Swings it outside. Bentley Bolin was thinking about letting it fly. He finds Smith instead. Back to Bolin. Paxton Mailer has it. He's got at least 11 points at this point. George Pori was pleading his case, saying that he had knocked that off of Team Deming, and he might have a case, but it's hard to win an argument against a referee. Could probably count on one hand the amount of times it's happened. Summers pulls up for three and drains it. Cameron Summers. He's got to be in double figures by now. Baker lost it. Here comes Team Deming. It's Summers the other way. And Summers works it around to Deming, Liam Deming. Summers down the baseline. Double team, zips it outside. Boxberger. That whistle came from another court. I think Boxberger might have got thrown off, if only for a split second, by that whistle. Deming behind the back, and he left it in a dangerous spot. Maddox Baker, can he finish? No, but he'll go to the line. Baker hits the deck. He's up. That's the good news. That's basically concrete flooring back there behind the court. Basically concrete flooring surrounding the courts here at the PSM Fieldhouse. Baker does get his first free throw. It's back to a 10-point game. 3.5 minutes left, and then we'll have the Elam ending. He goes 2 for 2. So Bloom, that should be Bloom getting it back to a 9-point game. McGuire. He swings it outside. Boxberger. Summers loses the ball. The feed inside. McGuire finishes. Right now the scoreboard shows 61 points for Team Deming, so that's where we'll put it. Pull-up jumper, McCutcheon puts it home. Team Bloom hanging around, less than 3 minutes to go. And remember, you got the Elam ending, so that means that whoever has the higher score when the clock runs out, you'll add 7 points to that score, and that will be the target score. Another takeaway. This is Starnes. Will Starnes from Churubusco. He's fouled. And Will Starnes will go to the line to shoot 2 with 2:24 and counting to play until the Elam ending. Oh, no, check that. No free throws. I thought that was in the act of shooting, but no free throws to McCutcheon in the corner. Starnes sets the screen. Bolin. Are they going to count that one? They are. And don't look now, but Team Bloom has made this a 5-point game. Remember, you still have the Elam ending to deal with. But that Elam ending could look a lot more interesting depending on what the margin is when this clock runs out. Here's Brooks. Into the paint, dishes outside. Rather quiet game for Camden Brooks, leading scorer from Woodland a year ago, but he'll get his chance here. He missed it. Brody Bolin with the board. He has it knocked away into Boxberger's hands. And he finds his fellow Lures Knight, Tommy McGuire. McCutcheon. Coming down to 1 minute. McCutcheon scores. McGuire, double team, swings it out. Pull up three. In and out, off the hands of Brooks. Brooks gets his touch and gets his deuce. 39 seconds. You do want to score here, but they turn it over. Up the floor to Summers, and timeout. And they did call a timeout. Each team gets 2 timeouts per game. Clock stops with 29.5 seconds. I'll reset my clock to 29 seconds. And again, as it is right now, if Team Deming were to end this second half with 65 points and in the lead, the target score for the Elam ending would then be 72 points. We'll see where the score is when we get to the end of this second half. Again, we've got 29.5 seconds to go. This is the last game of the day here at the PSM Fieldhouse. Of course, there's been some practicing going on, and I do see Todd Hensley working with a young man, training him in some basketball fundamentals, training him in some free throw shooting, it looks like. It looks like he's standing at the free throw line. It may just simply be shooting fundamentals. Camden Brooks is about as close to this table as he could be. He'll inbound it. A little late on the start there, so now we got the clock running. We're down to 17 seconds. 3 ball is good. Liam Deming. 10 seconds left. 7 seconds. Team Bloom's got it. McCutcheon got to get a bucket before this half ends, and he doesn't. So we'll go to the Elam ending, as right now it's a 68-58 lead for Team Deming. So the target score will be 75 points. So whoever finishes this game with 75 points on the board will be the winner. It means Deming only needs 7 points to get to that mark, 7 points or more. Team Bloom, they need 17 points or more to get to that mark, so they need to go on a run, and they need to do it now. So we'll take our clock off the board since the clock is a non-factor. It's going to be Keaton Delagrange to tip off, and he will tip it off against Cameron Summers, and Summers wins the tip into the hands of Camden Brooks. 75 points to win it. Deming needs 7, Bloom needs 17. Don't you love it when the math is easy? Feed to Cameron Summers. He gets a screen. That's McGuire. Summers dishes it outside. That's Freiberger. Freiberger's had a good ball game so far. His shot will not crawl home, and Cummings has the board for Team Blue. Blocked on the other end by Summers. That is absolute rejection. Now the upside for Team Bloom is it went out off of Deming. So Team Bloom keeps the ball here. And they get it into Cummings. Extra pass. Allen on the drive. Off-balance shot, and it goes. That was nearly a foul. George Pori knocked it down. Freiberger across the paint, back outside, Tommy McGuire. High archer, and McGuire puts it home. That shot by McGuire gets Team Deming 5 points away. And a loose ball picked up by McGuire. Long pass inside, threads the needle. And how about the reverse by Paxton Mailer? Give him 13 for the night. Pori trying to draw the contact, no foul. Lob down the floor. McGuire, one man near him, and McGuire finishes. And Team Deming is 1 point away from victory. Allen kicks it. Gotta have it. They do. It's Pori from downtown. But again, Deming needs only 1 point, and even if they go over the 75-point mark, they still win. Inside, Brooks, 1-on-2, poked away. Brooks stays with it, and he's fouled. So Brooks will go to the free throw line. Sophomore from Woodland, who led Woodland in scoring as a freshman. He's got one. That's your game. Team Deming reaches the 75-point mark, and they are your winner. Team Deming, 75-63 over Team Bloom. They are your winner in game number 2 here on Court A. And for our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, I'm going to recognize Tommy McGuire, because Tommy McGuire was the guy who got the big buckets there during the Elam ending to help Team Deming close it out. Tommy McGuire, your PSM player of the game for game number 2. As Team Deming is your winner, they win it 75-63 here at the PSM Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That is going to do it from here at Court A. For Avery Traylor, who's running the camera today, I'm Thad Goff saying so long from the PSM Fieldhouse. You've been watching the Summit Summer League here on SummitCitySports.com. And again, our special thanks to Landon Traylor, who organizes the Summit Summer League series of games, and also to Dan Vance, who provided us a lot of the information that we needed to make this broadcast happen. Again, for Avery Traylor, this is Thad Goff saying so long from the PSM Fieldhouse. You've been watching the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com. Good night from Fort Wayne.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.